Okay, y'all. The question of the night is, was this Malcolm-Jamal Warner's karma? And I know we got a lot of Malcolm-Jamal Warner fans over here. But you can't just talk about the good and not talk about the bad. Okay, y'all? So let's talk about it. All right? Hello, welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in, and that means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all, and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is one of the reasons why I love my subscribers. Okay, y'all? You know, my subscribers, they keep the ball rolling. Okay, y'all? They keep it rolling. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I like people that make me think, that take me somewhere else, and this and there and that and this. Okay? Somebody came in my comment section and they were like, they said something similar to, because I said that he was a good man and this and that and that and this. And they said, so just because you watch him on TV, you know he's a good man. And I left in the comment section when they said that. Good point. Good point. Because I really don't know Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Malcolm-Jamal Warner could have been an a-hole, y'all. We don't know. So I started looking. And one of the reasons why I really started looking too is because of what this subscriber said in the comment section. But because every time I go to Google and I Google Malcolm-Jamal Warner's wife, Regina pops up. Regina pops up every time. And I'm like, what happened to them? So I started looking and I started digging a little bit. And then I found out something that was ridiculous, y'all. Ridiculous. And we have to talk about this, okay? Regina and Malcolm dated a couple of years. They moved in together. Her son moved in his house. And they were the it couple, y'all. Everybody liked them together. Even Mama Bear. Okay, y'all? Word on the street. Everybody loved them together. And I went and I looked at pictures and when them on, little vacations together and this and that and that and this. The look in her eyes says it all. You could tell she loved this man, y'all. She loved him. It wasn't about what she could get from him or nothing like that. And to be honest with y'all, it was the perfect couple because they both grew up in the industry. So who better else to have your back but somebody that was a childhood star growing up the same way you did in the industry and kind of similar backgrounds as far as squeaky clean, as far as out of all of the other little mess that's going on in the industry. So to me, this was a perfect couple, y'all. Okay. She moves in his house. Everything's going well. So she thought. Until one day, it wasn't. She didn't get any warning. There was no argument. There was nothing going on. It wasn't like they were into it or anything like that. She didn't do anything that's being reported. He decided he wasn't feeling the relationship anymore. That's what he told the public, that he wasn't feeling a relationship anymore. So just because you ain't feeling a relationship, you move somebody in the house and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden you ain't feeling it. You kick her out and her son. Now, mind you, you ain't just breaking her heart, you breaking her son's heart too, because you're that father figure in his life. You are that male figure around the house that he depend on. Somebody that's, and you listen to the way that Malcolm talks. This is somebody that you would probably want around your son, the way he speaks. You know what I'm saying? This kid probably looked up to Malcolm, y'all. So he didn't just break his mama heart. He broke her son's heart as well. I want y'all to think about this for a second. Okay? the street is he did this on Valentine's Day. Word on the street, y'all. This is what they're saying. I don't know. I wasn't around these people. So I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know. But this is the rumor that's going around that he broke up with Regina on Valentine's Day. After he broke up with her and kicked her and her son out the house, he turned around and sent her some flowers. Y'all, that's some cold shit right there. I don't know what y'all think about this. And y'all let me know in the comment section if I'm tripping or not. But is that some cold shit there to break up with somebody on Valentine's Day and then turn around and send him some flowers? And word on the street is she threw the flowers in the garbage and he got mad because she threw the flowers in the garbage. Was he trying to make himself feel better by throwing her out? Let me at least send her some flowers. No hard feelings. We can still be friends. And word on the street, he was lying to people saying that, oh, we still cool. But word on the street, they wasn't. So he lied about that. Okay, y'all? I don't know about y'all, but I feel like that's a little cold-hearted right there. I'm just saying, y'all. That right there, can't nothing good come your way when you do somebody like that. You couldn't sit her down and talk and say, things aren't working out. Let's just take a little breather, blah, blah, blah. Just take your time and find something or whatever. At least let the blow be a little bit, not so harsh. But you come home one day and just kick them out. Do y'all know that Regina, her son passed away? Her son passed away. And word on the street is he passed away his own fault. Okay, I'm just put it that way. Word on the street. And I can't help but wonder now, did this play a part? Did this play a part? Somebody that you was getting close to, because if she living in the house with him and the son living in the house with him, not only is she bonding with him, the son is bonding with him too. That had to make him feel like everything that they shared was nothing. Because you just walk right out of his life like he wasn't never there, or like everything was a lie. Living with her, the vacations, all of that. Them on the beach together. All these time they spent with them. All this time. That's why I say, know what you're getting yourself into. Before you just jump into something and this and that and that and this. It had to be something there for you to even ask her to move in with you. And they looked happy together, y'all. They complimented each other. But you have to wonder now. And that's some real eerie stuff to just think about, that you type in his wife and Regina pops up. Not his real wife pops up, but Regina pops up. Is that karma or what, y'all? Was she the one that should have been his wife? If he was still with her, would her son still be here? You got to ask yourself that question. If they were still together, would Malcolm still be here right now, y'all? Would he have his name tied up in lawsuits against doctors and all of this mess that she pulled him into? Would there be a rift between him and his mother, even though she still remained close to him much as she could? She still remained his manager and stuff like that. This is what they're saying. But it still had to be a little tension. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you stayed with somebody that didn't even get along with your mama. So they had to make her feel some type of way too. Did you really even love your mama? You know what I'm saying? Because why in the world would you just not listen? That you would just go against everything that she's probably brought you up on. You went against everything and everybody. It's just to drop one that loved you for another one that was on some bullshit. Okay, y'all? I don't know what to tell y'all, but I'm going to just say this. I'm starting to realize what people were saying. Now, a lot of people have been coming in my comment section and they have been saying, that's what he get and this and that and that and this. He preached all of this stuff about, the the communities and black people and this and that and this, and then you turn around and go look outside of the black people. Okay, y'all? This is what he was preaching about. But at the same time, he broke the heart of this black woman and her son. And maybe he never was the same from that. You got to ask yourself this question. Now, I'm going to go and I'm going to look at more pictures to see how was her son happy when her and him together, because that makes a big difference, y'all. It's one thing for a woman. A woman can get over, she can get over it. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes when you bring children in, it's hard for them to get over something and you bonding. You know what I'm saying? So if you not sure about being with somebody, or things ain't really working out the way you want it to work out, don't keep getting close to their little ones. So when you dump them, you don't have to be bothered with hurting the little one too. Especially if you're not serious about the situation. Okay, y'all? To me, I'm starting to wonder now, y'all. Like I said, so many people's coming in my comment section saying, that's what he get. And I'm wondering why now, possibly that's why people were coming in my comment section saying what they were saying. Because he dogged Regina out. He did her like a dog. And she was the one that cared about him. She was the one that fit. She was the one that was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Fit in with his mom. Fit in with his family. Fit in with his lifestyle. He didn't have to come out of his pockets to do stuff and this and that and this. She had her own, okay? She wasn't out here struggling to try to be an actor. She wasn't out here trying to scope somebody rich, because she's rich too. But this is what he chose. And sometimes you have to step back and you have to think about a situation. You really, really do, okay? Sometimes you have to see what fits better for you in your whole little situation. And he should have considered the fact that that was the biggest red flag of the mama and her colliding. That's the biggest red flag, y'all. A person cannot care about you if they don't care about the people that love you too. And I'm going to just put that out there. If they don't care about the people that love you, and it's a competition or it's a divide and conquer situation, they don't care about you. They don't. Regina wasn't like that. That's why it's always, and I'm going to tell y'all, young guys, I got a lot of guys that watch my page. But if you're in a relationship, and there's some red flags, but you're looking over it and stuff like that, keep your options open, because you just might meet something better that actually fits, and it's not so hard, and you can just move around without the drama and this person colliding with this person and that person and that person. Because when you got something like that come in your life, oh my God, that ain't the right one, y'all. So please keep your options open. Listen. I did the same thing when I was younger. I went and listened about certain things. I pay for it now. Okay? I tell you, I pay for that. And a lot of other people, they'll tell you that's older and don't mind sharing their stories with you. Sometimes you don't listen. Later on, you find out that you should have. And we're in a day and age right now that things has gotten 10 times worse than, back in the days. Now, being hard-headed and acting like you know everything and not listening to people that care about you could cost you your life. Can easily cost you your life. And I think this is what happened to Malcolm. I to be honest with y'all, I'm starting to wonder, was he cheating on Regina? Was he cheating on her during the time that they were together? And if he was, this is probably why he decided that things ain't working out, so that he could try, with somebody else. But boy, oh boy, and I say this all the time, when that karma come back to nip you in the tail, you never know when, you never know how. But how ironic right now is it that you put his wife in, Google it, and Regina pop up, y'all. And if that ain't a wake-up call, I don't know what to tell y'all. Because to me, it's saying this is what it should have been. But you didn't let that happen because you chose somebody with 17 personalities over here smiling, and you don't even know which person that's smiling right now, okay? This is crazy. This is crazy, y'all. But I had to jump on here and talk about this because I don't know if people knew about the story, the backstory of this. But he broke her heart, y'all. And he didn't just break her heart, he broke her son's heart too. And he walked away. And it also make you wonder now, because they talking about his first date with his so-called wife now. I don't know if she's his wife or not. We don't even know. Okay, y'all? They talked about how the first date was. And that he told her on the first date, I'm fine with not having no kids. I wonder, when did he do that interview? And did Regina's son hear that interview? Because that's some cold shit I could have said if you were bonding with him. And then you do an interview or whatever, and you say, me and my new wife, blah, 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 our first date, I came to the table and told her I'm fine with not having kids. How you think that would have made Regina's son feel? Even if it was some years later. And he was probably the type of kid that was kind of, withdrawn a little bit, maybe. I don't know him. But different kids act different ways. Son probably wouldn't have cared. Like, F him. I don't care. But if you were a kid that was kind of, maybe a little bit clingy, enjoyed every minute of being around Malcolm. He's that father figure, and you're looking forward to being around him when he come around and this and that and that and this. How would you feel if you bonded with somebody and was living with them, and then they do an interview, they didn't dump your mama, dump you. I'm just saying, y'all. And then you hear that interview. It makes you wonder. Seriously. And I wonder, do Regina feel the same way? Like things would have been different if he wouldn't have just dumped them and moved on. In the worst way. When everything was going, they thought, well. So, I'm just saying, y'all, could this have been his karma? Just saying, y'all, give y'all a little something to think about tonight before you go to bed. Okay, y'all? Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like the video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.